Welcome back, everyone. The vibe is totally crazy right now with the sunlight and everything, but with the iPhone 6s and iPhone SE, we've been talking about these phones for years now, and what's so sad is that, as rumored before, we just keep seeing more and more rumors of this stuff coming out. The iPhone 6s and the iPhone SE are pretty much going to be ending their life cycle on iOS 14. So, what does this mean? This basically means that the iPhone 6s and the iPhone SE are going to be ending on iOS 14. Now, specifically, this is good news and it's bad news. Mostly it's bad news, but the good news is that in a way these things are still going to be living on. And the reason I say that is because when we look at phones like the iPhone 5s, the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 Plus, those devices were still getting updates even though we were still two full versions of OS after those specific phones. So that's a huge thing to keep in mind. When you have a phone like an iPhone 6s, in one way, yes, it's going to be outdated in terms of not getting the next OS update. But on the other hand, it's not going to be too far beyond because both the iPhone SE and the iPhone 6s should theoretically be getting security updates, just like how we saw on the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 5s. So that's the main thing to keep in mind. Now, it's really only bad news in every single other way. iOS 15 was pretty much set to be a security fix anyway for the most part, mostly like a stability update fix and fixing all the issues that iOS 13 and iOS 14 brought because iOS 12 was kind of one of those updates that just fixed everything across the board. But when I look at these two phones, right, the iPhone SE and the iPhone 6s, I don't think to myself that these are crazy old phones. I don't think these phones are, bad. I just think honestly, I think the iPhone SE is a better phone right now than the 6s, which is so funny. But I look at these phones and I'm like, wow, these phones held the test of time and potentially even if these things still stop at iOS 14, these things are still going to be getting support potentially even further than that. With security updates like I said before with the 6 and 5s. So that's one way to look at it. The other way is, these phones are going to be unsupported, and then that's that. Now, what I'll tell you is that if you own one of these phones, you're probably going to be in a better situation if you go ahead and update your phone sooner than later. So if you want the most, resounding features, if you want everything that iOS 15 is going to bring and so on and so forth, you may be better off if you go and purchase something like an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 8 or so on and so forth. You can pick up one of those phones and be in a better situation. And I would honestly tell you those phones are better than this one, and you're going to be ending yourself in a better situation than if you start off and get or maintain one of these phones. So that's the best way and easiest way I can put it. Ultimately, it's your decision. But even if these things end on iPhone, but even if these things end on iOS 14, that's still a super long lifetime these phones had. Without a doubt, I'm gonna love these phones. I'm gonna love them forever. But I'll probably tell you, if you own one of these phones, you're probably going to be better off if you go and update sooner than later. But even if you want to maintain these for the next couple of years, I'll say go for it, at least for another year. Because if Apple does the same thing that they did with the generation right before this, the iPhone 6 and even the 5S, then these things are going to be lasting for much longer than people may think. So that really pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that means so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.